She took her dog to the trainer for help with obedience. 2 days later, the dog was dead, and now the trainer is facing charges for her techniques.
And the owner of this dog wants to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. Sarah Maki explains what prosecutors say happened, and we want to warn you, some of the details are hard to hear.
9-month-old Jax is a happy, healthy golden doodle puppy, but only half of what the Jackson family brought home last summer. He was adopted with his littermate, Cash. Everything was going well until a training session February 18th.
Cash did not like it at all.
Mandy Jackson said she had previously boarded her dogs at Alistar Canine Training and was back for a follow-up session. According to court documents, owner and trainer Capri Teague placed Cash on a treadmill, attached a leash to his pronged electric shock collar, wrapping that leash around the front of the treadmill. Jackson said Cash tried to jump off, and Teague began repeatedly pulling the leash to force Cash back on the treadmill. About 5 minutes later, by Jackson's estimate, Cash began defecating on the floor and collapsed.
And he ended up just kind of falling on the ground. And at that point, she even said, "He looks like a dead cat." And I just remember looking at him, and I just knew something was really wrong, because that's when he started foaming at the mouth and wheezing.
We're sorry.
We tried calling the business number listed online, but it's been disconnected. We were outside the Forrestal business as two people, one who appeared to be the owner, drove away. Jackson said she sent Cash's body off for a necropsy, which showed the dog had liquid in his lungs, caused by a trauma most consistent with choking.
There was nothing wrong with his trachea. There was nothing wrong with my dog. He was an 8-month-old puppy. So, and she is 100% to blame.
And the Jackson family has adopted another dog now, 10-week-old Jameson from the same family. But they want to get the word out about what happened to Cash, so no one else has to go through what they went through.
A lot of people ask me now, what would you recommend? That's where I don't know really what to say, because it happened right in front of me.
Teague has now been charged with animal abuse first offense, and the Jacksons say that they have put in about $5,000 in medical bills on top of training and what they paid for the dog. But it's not about the money, they say. They just want to make sure that Teague isn't taking in any more animals. Casey.
It's hard to imagine all of this happening in the first place, but then I saw they have a new puppy, it looks like. How is the family doing?
Well, yeah, they did take in that new puppy, but Jackson's son was actually there for the training session and witnessed it all, so he has had to go through some pretty intensive counseling.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you, Sarah.